Hey Kirk, I'm just about ready to get started. Oh my gosh, I have things to talk about with this game, chat. I found out, I think I figured out how the developers beat the boss on the first try. I'm gonna let you know, chat, it has me very upset. I'm glad we took a break between streams because I was not happy to learn about a certain item. We will not be using said item though. Let's talk about it briefly, actually. We're no longer in the stream countdown. So yeah, chat. I just read the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen for item unlocks in this game, and I kid you not, I know they're real because I saw somebody actually attain them. So it's not just like, oh, it's on the wiki, it's wrong. So there's this ridiculous weapon we could potentially get. That get this. Let me just read the requirements out loud. There's a sword called the Gargoyle Killer. You do not get it from fighting the gargoyle or doing anything related to the gargoyle. Instead, if you save the game at 11, 11, 11 on the in-game timer, and you have 10, 21, 32, or 43 items in your inventory, you will get the best weapon in the game. And that upsets me. Why does that exist? So, chat, we are not going to opt to go for that weapon. I will acknowledge it exists. I will acknowledge that there are a lot of items outside of the 11, 11, 11. There's a 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, all with the same things. I don't think we ended up getting any of those unintentionally. So thankfully we did not get stupid cheese with this game. But I think we're ready to get vengeance on the game because I had a long, hard think about how are we going to beat this without grinding for 2 hours. Because as chat knows, I do not like to grind in video games. I don't care what game it is. I don't like it, chat. So I thought about it. And I realized I did not update from Kagero. 1 second, chat. Let's go back to Let's Chat. 1 second. I thought I hit save on that. I did not. That was completely my fault. 1 moment. I mean, we could go back to playing Kagero. Don't get me wrong. Oh, 1 second. Yeah, hopefully everybody's doing well. I was just not very happy to know about that. But I figured something else out in the meantime that we're going to use to hopefully beat the rest of the game. And it's going to involve leveling a little bit of our spells. Just a little bit, though. I know. To me, it's like, I really think they're in there for developer purposes, because I literally do not think they beat the game without this item. I mean, I would go prove me wrong at this point, because it's just like so clearly strong, and they could have used it to beat the gargoyle, which apparently also gives a really good item and lasts a bit longer than the other one. So I'm like, don't know how I feel about that, chat. What is going on? Hold on a second. Oh, that was weird. Okay, so we're gonna save it. Now it should be good. Okay, so it cleared the chat, but that's fine. We got the game back up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a tactic that I haven't used at all while playing this game. Actually, 2 things I haven't done at all, at least on purpose, that's doing this game. So let's go ahead and continue. It's probably gonna ask me to switch discs in a moment. But we're going to use a new strategy, as well as a new way to use a technique that we've already used. But we're going to do this to absolutely gimp the final boss, because I have had enough, chat. Also, by the way, I could go for an item at 10, 10, 10, but I will also refuse to do that. I will acknowledge that I could get another item there, but I will not do that. Our goal, chat, is to beat this in 5 battles or less before the boss, as that is the most I want to grind for this game. And that's mostly just to level spell levels. It's actually not for XP. 1 second, chat. Switching discs, and we are good to go. Let's give the game a second to think about it. I know. It's just like, why did they put that in the game, chat? Why did they do that? Oh, okay. It's just... This is taking a really long time to think about it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that would trigger the fight. I don't want to trigger the fight quite yet. Oh, we saved here? Huh. Well, I know we don't want the bow gun. You give him the crossbow for agility, weirdly. Actually, no, they'd leave him with the bow gun. Does that mean I've already used it? I'm just curious, like, where this left. I was not expecting to save here. Huh. Oh, that could be a problem, because I saved at a really weird location. How close am I to leveling, out of curiosity? Yeah, this was, like, right before the final fight. And I just want to take a look at one more thing just to acquaint myself with something. Okay, so our reflect levels are terrible. That's what I wanted to learn. Okay, I'm gonna have to spam a lot of reflect. So here's the deal, chat. Before we get to the final phase of the final fight of the final boss, who is the closest to doing this? Oh, it's James. That is so unfortunate. Alright, so I'm gonna have to spend a little bit of time for this. What is his magic score again? Mind of 24. That's not good enough. Actually, I think even Koudelka's mind is not good enough. That's a problem. I need her to get exactly, I think, 2 more mind for this to work on the final boss. We're gonna go with 3 for safety, and I'll put 1 in intelligence. So let me explain my thoughts. This entire time we've had the fortify spells. I did not realize that they actually could debuff enemies. That would have been really good to know prior to this point. I'm hoping I can get into a random encounter, please. I literally need 1 battle. And then we're fine. I hope there are actually random battles here. If not, I have to go back to the previous save, which makes me kind of sad. We're gonna try to get into a fight. Oh, are there really no random encounters here? I mean, I could try to do it from here, but this is going to be way harder than it should be. Okay, we're going to undo. Hold on, can I directly load from this menu? No. That is most annoying. You gotta actually save at a point where you can't... Oh, no. We got 1 fight. That's all we need. I just need 1 fight, chat. We're good. I mean, I'd prefer to get up to 3. I'm going to cap it at 5, but I need at least 1 fight. Okay, we're good. The encounter rate is just weirdly low. It threw me off. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, chat. Every turn, we need to start with reflect. Every turn, he needs to start with vitality up. Every turn, he needs to level strength. Yeah, we need 1 more level just to get the right magic score. She has to spam a lot of fortify agility, and I'll tell you why, chat. So right now at fortify level 1, we add 3 agility to ourselves. At level 2, if it behaves like the damaging spells, we can add 6 agility to every team member in a 1x3 line. So if as long as I target the middle, it'll hit the left and the right. But more importantly, chat, every time I target the enemy with it, they lose agility forever. It never wears off. Ever. So as long as I can pump my strength, because I'm inevitably going to run out of MP with the strategy, as long as I can pump strength, I'm just going to punch the boss to death. So our goal is to get this to level 2 immediately, because he'll be our backup melee damager, for sure. We can also pump up intelligence, if we really want to. I might not bother using my MP for damage, if I could get my fist damage to be very high. So he took like 838, that's not too bad. Yeah, we're actually gonna cheese these enemies. It's a little confusing because it says like fortify, not fortify / defortify. Yeah, so we're now slowing this enemy down. My goal is to make his speed basically 0, and then we kill the guy in the back row. Like, we're literally just gonna troll this other guy to death. He's the problem. If he magic blasts me, it's not the end of the world on Koudelka. Wow, that honestly did nothing. That was kind of sad, really. Yeah, so we're just gonna pump up our spells, and that might be it. So we're gonna take advantage of any MP he has. He's already out. That's a shame. We'll have him wait, I guess. And as I said before, we're just gonna repeatedly pump strength. So what we're actually gonna do is move him kind of over here for a second. And we're actually just gonna unequip him. Because I have a feeling our weapons are gonna break regardless. But what if... Oh, am I not allowed to... Oh, I could do that. What if we just level our fist skill while we're here? As I said before, we're going to just be spamming Fortify Agility. We want this to hit level 2 immediately. This saves us so much time. So as I said before, it goes from 3 to 6. And that means within 3 casts, the boss will lose 18 agility. And that's more or less the difference between Koudelka and the other party members. So we already know from a statistic standpoint that she's faster than the boss, but the boss is faster than them. But like, what happens if you put their agility to 0, chat? And then what happens if we keep pumping our agility after that? So we can already see this guy is not getting a lot of turns. Like, I think I've now almost double-termed him with Koudelka. And it's like not even at a good level yet. Like, he's just getting a turn now. They're just 0 at the moment. But we got time, chat. Again, we're gonna be just spamming this all day. We need to get this to level 2, and then we could go forward with our strategy. So alternatively, once we lower the boss's agility, let's say like 5 or 6 times, we can raise our agility. So that way we start double or tripling their agility. And another important thing to denote, chat, is that the more we use Reflect, that also means that we should be able to apply it to an entire line of party members. So that means instead of taking 2 turns, or 2 casters to cast Reflect twice, I can actually just go ahead and use Reflect once and just immediately begin the buff and debuff game. So I actually need to raise this guy's magic score so he could target himself. I think that's also a problem with him right now. His magic went up, so let's go see if he could target himself. Right now, I don't think he can impact Koudelka at all. So if I have to level, he has to level a lot in order for it to be useful. And that's the only real intended purpose of magic, unless it really factors into other kinds of calculations. Alright, so we're still doing 0 damage. That's expected. Like, we're literally unarmed. Did he silence me? What a jerk. Well, we got 25 Panaceas. I absolutely need a turn here. So we're going to take this opportunity to also kill the back row. We do not want to level our damage spells anymore at all against the other bosses. So I might even have Edward equip a gun just to kill the back row. Because as I said before, I don't care about melee strikes, but silence is going to be a problem. So we're just going to keep leveling this as much as we can. As I said before, you're going to start seeing us start lapping this character in turns. And keep in mind, the ultimate goal is that once we lower his agility just a little bit more, we start pumping our own agility, so we have an entire team, like, double turning them. So let's take a moment to see if he could strength up himself. Let's watch chat. Okay, so that takes a little while to cast, so he's not able to do anything there. Let's switch over to, I think it's the repeating pistol. Oh, excuse me, automatic pistol. Yeah, see, he's not able to target himself, so that's a problem. So his magic score needs to go up. So hopefully when he levels, we should be good to go. I mean, if nothing else, a +6 does literally half the amount of turns we have to wait. Also notice that enemy only just got to walk forward once, and that was his entire turn. Like, yikes. We kind of destroyed his agility. Speaking of which, let's raise his agility. And let's kill the back row. Oh, that did some decent damage. Didn't kill, though. And again, we can level up our fist a little bit ahead of time as the backup weapon. And we can also start to level our heal a little bit, because I know we're going to level within 1 or 2 battles. Ideally, this one battle will be enough, but we'll see. So we've already increased our strength. Our agility up needs a long way to go. I wish we could see our spell XP mid-battle, unless I'm missing something in the menu. We'll take a look. Yeah, like that enemy just started walking forward. Yeah, he did a decent amount of damage, but... yeah, so let's start leveling his heal, because that means also that Edward can be healed at the same time as James, and that also saves us a lot of time. Oh, the other enemy is dead. Oh. Well, then let's unequip our weapon. Yeah, like when we're in this menu, is there a button I can hit to see the XP needed? No. So I'm kind of in a guessing game right now. Oh no, the other guy's still alive. It just didn't let me target him for some reason. Huh, weird. Oh well. Time for him to lose more speed, chat. So again, the goal is to hopefully get agility up to level 2. We're gonna go as basically low as we can MP-wise. And we need to start leveling Reflect immediately. So we got an advanced use of Reflect there, which isn't too bad. So he's still not able to damage this creature, which is interesting. So the backup to this strategy is that James can also switch over to spamming Vitality up, and we could just have a completely immune front line. Speaking of which, what is your weakness? I just want to kill you so that you're not hitting me. Okay, good. That way we have more turns of just looping this enemy over and over and over. Because Edward doesn't need MP at all. And James not having MP is not the end of the world, because he also could just use a weapon. Again, we're leveling up Fist here. So if it upgrades, it's just a bonus to us. Hello, Matsuki. Hope you're doing well. We're prepping for the final boss. Strength is upgraded. I guess I should spam heal a little more. So we can already see the enemy is just having a really hard time getting a turn in, which is good. So we could just abuse the fact that he attacks so slow. He'll learn to fear Edward's mighty fist. I mean, ideally, we could get his strength up to like 100 plus. While we're punching the enemy to death. Let's see, what else? We need to level Reflect a bit more, so I'm gonna have her cast it on herself. We don't need this maxed for the first 2 phases, but having a little head start here is really beneficial to us. It just makes the other fights easier. So keep in mind, Chad, now that we have a spell at level 2, that means we can impact an entire row. That also means Koudelka can just group heal an entire row. One of these days he'll fear his fists and it's suddenly Hideyoshi theme song. I mean, you're not wrong. So right now, Fortify Strength is at 16, which is honestly really cheap. So if he no longer needs to use Reflect, honestly, we could just do this over and over. Let's see, chat. How many strength ups does it take for him to become a god? Also, speaking of which, we gotta get our slow enemy increase. I'm curious how much agility those things actually have. I might do a lookup on them. Just from like our knowledge standpoint. So you can already see, like, I can kind of do whatever I want with this character. I might just hold him still for a minute. The downside is I don't know what this enemy is actually called, so looking it up is kind of annoying. But see there, I just got a double turn. I mean, I could just walk forward and punch him. I don't think he could really stop us. Even if we don't do any damage, I just don't think he could do any damage to us. That's fine. Keep leveling Fist. Oh, we got slapped. Let's see. We need to fortify agility. So again, if we could get Fortify Agility to level 2, we're already at Strength at level 2, we can raise the healing factor of the other character and get a head start on Reflect. We should be really good to go. The problem is, like, he doesn't have a high enough magic score to affect the boss, so I kind of messed up there, but we could do backups. We can also teach him to level 4. We can make him learn Vitality. It really stops this from happening. I think he wasn't too far off on leveling this, to be honest. So this being level 2 opens up options. Because we know Vitality scales really, really fast with our stats. Like, we're at 9,000 health. How much are we at? That gave us 600 health. So we're going to get 600 now. I don't know what the max health is in the game, but we're pretty much at it. I don't want to make her do anything else. We'll do another agility. Just sucker punches him, chat. Yeah, like, it adds up pretty quickly. So even if we get Vitality up to level 2, we could put all of our characters at 999 health. Like, that is also the alternate strategy to beat the upcoming boss. We just need Vitality to be leveled a little more. Oh, I got another turn before the enemy did? That's kind of crazy. Well, I'll have her go faster. Yeah, see that, chat? I'm already double turning the enemy. It's actually kind of unfair right now. And hopefully we don't need to do damage to level our other skill. I guess we'll find out. Let's go ahead and heal the front line. Well, if Koudelka moving a little quicker. Which again, if we start the battle off with a few of those into the enemy losing speed, that will let us get a ton of extra turns. So we're gonna absolutely milk as many turns as we can on this upcoming boss. So I think that did about 40 less damage from one Vitality up. That's actually kind of big. Just think about it this way. Vitality can keep scaling even if the health caps. So we could just reduce the stupid 2,200 damage slap to like 1,800 a slap, which is way more manageable. Also, the enemy hasn't had a turn in a while. I kind of feel bad. Chat, did you notice that? Like, it just hasn't had a turn yet. Anyway, time to nerf it more. Hello, Naho. Welcome to the chat. We are leveling some spells before the final boss. I'm not sure how close we are, but it's going pretty well so far. But 0 damage, I love it. I mean, I could just walk back here. What can the enemy do? I guess I should level Vitality. I mean, we might as well see what the cap is. How goes the Edward Plunkett Fisticuff Simulator? It's very interesting. We're basically just stalling this enemy out. I'm hoping to get the agility up here. But yeah, chat, hopefully no more than 2 more battles of this. Maybe even less. It honestly just depends on how close we are to leveling the magic. I know we can see how close we are on weapon XP, but I don't know how to check magic. Because we've been using agility a lot. But I don't know if we're getting like 80 points a use, 60 points. Not sure, because that was at least our 10th cast. Oh, she just gets to go again? Oh, okay. So we're already seeing the powers of agility. This poor enemy is trying really hard to have a turn, chat. So now, just 2 vitality ups, chat, has stopped that enemy from doing more than 1,000. Speaking of which, can we see what his fist experience is like? The 999. Oh, I can't see the fist XP? Yeah, I think we talked about that in the previous playthrough. So she's now moving faster. I'm just curious, how much strength would I need to start actually damaging him? I think we're almost ready to go. Oh, she got agility too? Perfect, she's done. So anything at this point is just bonus for us. Guess we could check. He's got, what, 18 MP left? I guess we could strength up. So, I mean, that is a lot of strength comparatively. We're gonna save our high listels for later. I wish revive items were more useful in this game, but we saw how terrible it went when we tried to use them. That was just so unfortunate, chat. Her agility's at 2. I mean, I guess I could nerf his speed more. I kind of doubt he has any agility left at this point, but we could try. So just in case he got a turn, chat, he got slapped with the good old -6. Oh, his fist level went up randomly between turns? Okay, I don't... You know what, chat? I'm not gonna pretend to understand why that leveled just then. So hey, at least our backup fist is leveled. And we need to get her reflect up as soon as possible. Let's cast some more with her remaining MP. Because if she could get that to level 2, that also saves us a lot of turns. So he's out of MP. I almost wish I could just walk up and die to get my MP. I mean, I guess that could happen. Because I'm not going to use revive items on the boss. We already saw it was useless. But hey, if it works in this scenario, I would be glad to know now. So I'll just randomly cast Reflect on him. Why not? Out of curiosity. Are you really not allowed to see what the items do, description-wise? I was trying to remember... I mean, Elixir we're gonna hold for the final boss no matter what. But I was just curious with Roman Nuts if that was also MP or not. I know Listel is MP, High Listel is MP, but kind of a shame I don't have more MP regen. Oh well. I guess it doesn't really matter. I was gonna say, I don't really follow who streams this particular game, but I'll take your word for it. It's good that people still play it. Wow, he finally just got his turn? That's so sad, chat. Yeah, so we basically have complete free reign. If we could do this to the final boss, we can win. That's all. So we're gonna wait, and I guess we're gonna punch again. Oh, see, he actually did 2 hits there. That's good that people stream it. Koudelka only has 50 MP left, so I should probably take it a little more seriously. Oh, it reflected on me. That's funny. Interesting. So you're allowed to buff through the reflect, but not heal through the reflect. So I was right in making that assumption earlier. Okay. That's a shame. I guess I should equip a weapon just to see if it does damage. How much damage will it do? Not a lot, huh? I was gonna say, in that case, if he's not gonna do any damage, I might as well as int buff then, if that's all that's gonna be dealt. I don't remember what this thing's weakness is. I hope it's one of my cheaper spells. I really prefer not to use the list still to win this encounter. It would make me kind of sad. It's immune to that. Okay. Unfortunate. Fine. I'll move backwards. Are you happy, game? I'm gonna go all the way back here. That also means that the pistol will still do a decent amount of damage. Oh, I could be striking with the Mystic Tulwar if I'm really desperate for MP. I need to remember that that's a thing. Anyway, time to walk backwards and shoot him full of holes. I guess I could see if Megalith works. Sorry, what weapon did he have equipped? Oh, he had the pistol equipped, not the bowgun. Oops. Just have him wait it out. That did a lot of damage. It didn't kill him, though. So yeah, the backup strat, chat, is we buff intelligence. So it looks like even with all the... What is his strength up to, by the way? Oh, it only got up to 49. Oh, that's not as high as I thought it was. But even with like 83 strength with the gun, that's really not a lot. Kind of unfortunate. Wow, this thing is still alive after taking 5k? How much health does this thing have? Well... I guess I could start pumping the Fortify in chat. So as soon as we level up, we're good. I'll be very sad if we don't level from this, because then I will have no MP. But I should still be able to win. I'll leave her with just a little bit of MP, just in case. But yeah, we could see the enemy has stopped having turns. I mean, granted, it is perilous, I think, at the moment as well. But yeah, it's kind of over. This is what I want to see happen to the funnel boss, for sure. Ah. I'm gonna level my weight turns. Come on, kill the enemy. Really? More than 6,500 health. How much health does this thing have? Again, I'm gonna conserve my MP. we have so much agility compared to the enemy. I'm just gonna be taking turns forever. Please die. Thank you. Please level. Also, please level everybody. And then I'll save, because that was a lot of progress I've got out of the way for spell levels right before the final boss. Like the long pause. Excellent. Okay, so we're gonna give her more mind. You know what? I'll take another safety point in mind, just in case. What would be good for him? I guess more starting... Well... Something like that could work. A little more vitality, more strength. That way when he vitality ups himself for the boss, he should put himself at about 8,700, which should be enough to survive. I'll try something like that. Excellent, and he leveled as well. So his magic score needs to go pretty much every point to there. I mean, I could put one more point in piety. We're actually really close to leveling again. I think I'll do that at the end. We got a dex... Oh, we actually got a dex increase? Interesting. So far, I don't feel like we've ever missed anything, to be honest. Other than spells when they're immune. But I guess we'll take it. So I guess we'll put it on Edward, question mark. Well, that was fortunate. let's take a look at our spell levels and see if we're ready to actually try the boss. So we're maybe one battle away from leveling again, so I might think about it. Reflect is almost level 2, heal is almost level 2. Excellent. Fortify in is halfway there. That's not amazing, but I could probably work with it. Edward's level of vitality is probably going to be absolutely terrible. Yeah, kind of what I expected. Finally, we have James, who has 28 mind. I don't know if he could target himself yet with it. I think mind might have to be higher than piety. So the fact that we put it at 53 means that Koudelka could finally buff herself. I mean, if worse comes to worse, I could level James 2 more times just to make his mind score higher than piety. To me, I don't think it really matters what his stat ends up being, to be honest. And I can even unequip some of these just to get rid of his piety. Actually, they don't really seem to be increasing his piety much at all. Huh. A bit less than I thought. Yeah, I was trying to go for more pure intelligence. I mean, Water J-Ring is actually kind of interesting there, but then he loses all that vitality. I don't know. I'll leave it alone for now. Yeah, her mind score is exactly where I wanted it to be endgame. His is probably behind because I didn't know how to level him, and that's definitely my fault. And yeah, Edward's at level 34. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to get into one more encounter. Hopefully Koudelka levels. If not, we'll go into a third encounter. And that third encounter will be much faster than that one, I promise. But our goal is to get intelligence higher, because the priest should start doing a lot of damage now. And we're going to pump up his magic even higher, as I said before. And also, he can buff his own magic score if needed, so he should be able to target himself. Oh, no, he can't. The Koudelka would have to start it. So yeah, we're going to try to get into one more fight here, and hopefully that will set everything up. The encounter rate here is very low, which I guess is good in most scenarios, but we actually really need this level up. Killing me, game. I know we had an encounter here before, please. There we go. So yeah, we're already a lot tankier than we were before. What is that? Oh, it's a black cat. I thought it was a squirrel at first. I think that's the first time we've ever seen this enemy. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and reflect buff ourselves. We'll hold our turn there. Let's go ahead and see if he could target himself with any magic. So if he fortifies mind, is he able to target himself? No, I think it's supposed to be a cat. So yeah, if her reflect hits level 2, we're good. Hitting level 3 kind of sucks, so I don't want to super pump it here, I guess. Get backed up. I guess I could take this opportunity to reload, because pistol ammo is meaningless. It does no damage against bosses. Okay, so he is able to target himself now. Okay. Time to start pumping the fortify in. I guess I can move backwards and shoot at the cat, question mark. I don't need to do a lot of spell leveling here, so doing some damage just to beat a combat should be good. So she should be able to buff the entire front row. There's really nothing they could do against this. My heal's gonna hit level 2 eventually. I don't need to level that. His heal might be a bit low. I was thinking about it. I could also get him to learn Fortify Vitality, I guess, while I'm here. Because if he's able to cast this on multiple characters, that would also be pretty big for us. And if she doesn't level here, it's not the end of the world. I can even go into the boss with like 150 MP. I don't even need her to level for the next boss. I just really prefer them to level. since they are behind, and that'll be hopefully the last time we need to get XP for the rest of the game. And again, I don't even think we would have needed it if I hadn't messed up the stats. It's a shame. Definitely a cat. Whoa. Did a decent amount of damage, 2k. Huh. Well, I'm gonna let it live for a little bit. Again, we're just gonna keep pumping her in. So yeah, if we could get the entire front row just getting constant vitality spam in a line, that would be huge for us, actually. Let's just continue to pump this up. I mean, I guess I can reload my gun, I guess, since I'm waiting. So yeah, we are slowly leveling our other magics, and we're almost good to go. I could have him as a backup character casting Reflect, but the problem, as I said before, his mind score is just too far beneath Koudelka's, unfortunately. We'll go a little further, just in case I do level off of this. Because potentially what could happen is the back row can just continuously fortify intelligence on themselves. And then that also means I can... Ooh, I don't really want to reduce piety, because then the boss will heal itself for more, and that seems way more annoying to deal with. So unfortunately, if James had better magic, I would take advantage of his minus... Really wants me to go with Edward. I would take advantage of his minus vitality to try to lower the boss's defense, which I think also would be pretty good. But yeah, we're just gonna pump vitality a bit more. So ideally, really soon, she should get Reflect level 2. And he's cast that a few times, so he might have actually mastered it just now, I'm not sure. He's very close. It was like above 600 when we last checked. And again, I wish there was a way to check it. Like, I could see the weapon XP. But for some reason, when I hit the D-pad on the spells, it doesn't let me see it. Unless I just input it too early or something weird. I guess I could try one more time. Just to double check. Still hasn't leveled yet. Oh, now it did. Good. Okay, so she's ready for the boss. The cat hasn't done anything in a while. That's fine. So she now has intelligence up. Or excuse me, she has Reflect up, so now she just needs intelligence. Okay. Haven't seen this cat move in a while. I'm not sure what's going on, but that's fine. So again, if we could get these buffs just a little higher, I think we'll be good to go. So we'll try to get her with like 5 or 6 more casts, and then I'll end the battle, I think. And hopefully his vitality can hit level 2. I know, it's the first time all game we've bothered to level spells, but we saw how much of a difficulty spike it was for the final boss, unfortunately. So I would like to get every possible point. Hopefully with higher magic score as well. That might be why he didn't do as much damage against the boss, because it was just much lower than Koudelka. So hopefully with this, it'll balance out a bit more. And increasing intelligence should also increase how much we heal each other. So it should enable us to get like 6 or 7k heals. So that should be fun when that happens. Koudelka's magic went up. Okay, so she's done as a character. I don't want to do anything else, really. I mean, I could level other things. Luck is kind of meaningless at the moment. I guess if I want to try to steal an item for this enemy, I guess I could just spam luck. Sure, why not, chat? Let's spam luck on ourselves. And he is almost done, as I said before. He just needs vitality up, and he's good to go. So luck does seem to actually work in this game. We haven't used it at all, but technically if we really wanted to get a guaranteed item, we could just sit here fortifying luck until it's in like the hundreds. And that should enable us to get basically every item in the game. It's just very slow, so we're not gonna go for it in particular. That did not do a lot of damage. Again, hopefully this increases the vitality up, because he should be very close, as I said before. Oh, he didn't get it. That's a shame. But look at that. He's almost at 5k health already. That's insane. I mean, I guess I could use her heal at the moment just to see how much it heals. She did intelligence herself briefly. Okay, it's like 100 more than it was before, which is magic. That's not bad. If we could get that to AoE, which it should be very soon, with like almost no usage, it should hit that. Then we're good to go. Come on, James. I need you to level up Vitality, and then we are in go mode. So that's our backup. We just put like 1 or 2 group Vitalities on ourselves just to reduce boss physical damage. James should be able to tank at least 2 hits from the boss, which is not bad. It also means we no longer need to rely on Reflect at all for the back row. It's literally only Reflect on the front, unless I want to damage the boss with Reflect, which is also fair, I guess. But yeah, look at that. He's almost got 6k health, chat. Silliness. So we'll do 1 additional heal here, I guess. So she can full heal him. Unless he has a lot of vitality stacks, which he does now. So that's good. We'll wait 1 more turn. I'd like James to use a little more. As I said before, he's like so close, but he just doesn't have it. I don't think there's anything else I really want her to use. It's either going to be intelligence or agility. I mean, I'll spam luck, as I said before, just to influence item drop rate. That's about it. I think she has the most luck in the party, if I'm not mistaken. It's not a lot, but it's getting there. Yeah, for some reason when you hit left or right on the spells, it just doesn't give it. I've tried other buttons. I don't seem to be able to check it. So again, we have to be super close. So I'd like to end this battle with Vitality level 2, and as soon as we get that, we're going to beat this enemy and probably fight the boss. As I said before, this is our backup. In case things go horribly wrong and I need to go frontline, I'd like to have this level. Oh, it's not something like his 800 was intelligence, was it? Ooh, now that I think about it, I could be thinking of the wrong one with experience. Anyway, let's give ourselves more luck. We got time, chat. I mean, the enemy can't really do anything. If it bothers to even have a turn, like, we're gonna absolutely wreck this boss. Or not this boss, but this mini enemy. So close, chat. It's... all we're waiting on is James. So come on, James. Do it for us. Learn Fortify Vitality level 2. And then right as we go to learn it, I want to see if a level 2 will heal or apply to multiple characters. Okay. Please grant it. No. Dang, it must be lower than I thought. That's a shame. So, out of curiosity, if she moves here, and we were to do something like this, what happens? I'm assuming this should buff everybody. If it doesn't, this is a problem. Ooh, did the buffs not go to multiple characters? Ooh, so we have to choose somebody to be a god. It's a little less useful than I thought, to be honest. Unless she's just... no, this is not as useful as I thought. Oh well. I mean, we can always pump up the vitality of Edward, as we said before. If he could literally just lure the boss into a melee fest, I'm also okay with that. Because just imagine, Chad, if he could sit there and only take like 1,500 from the boss instead of 2,200, that's a pretty big difference for us. Okay, so, oh, he wasn't that far off. Okay. That didn't work as intended, but here's the other thing I want to confirm. If I reflect on him, what happens here? It should apply to everybody, right? Question mark? If not, we have to have James learn reflect. Let's witness, chat. Please apply to everybody. It doesn't. Really? It's still only a single target? Oh, that's disappointing. I can't do what I was looking to do, chat. That means James has to actually learn reflect. How annoying. Well, I guess I'm not gonna power level it, but it'd be nice to at least level it a little bit. Yeah, I thought it was gonna work in a group too. I'm even gonna stand behind him just to make sure it's not like in a column or something weird. Yeah, because I was thinking we could group apply it to ourselves, but apparently not. Oh well, at least we can learn a little bit of reflect here. And I think I'm good to go. Please die. Cat making a sad sound as it dies. Truly, we are the heroes, chat. Nice, she leveled. So I think what we need to do here is level up mind, intelligence. Be 1 point in piety, because I don't need to heal that often. And we are going to use reflect for damage, so this would actually be very useful for us. She leveled twice. Okay. Well, 2 more here, 1 more here. Yeah, why don't we try something like this, chat? Because we saw reflect influence how much damage is dealt based off our piety, and I do need the MP. So feeling pretty good about this. So he just needs his base vitality way higher. That might honestly do it for us. That was worth a lot of XP, apparently. Yeah, we're gonna level again on this guy. The cat was worth 2 levels? That's insane. Well, that was completely worth it. So let's go ahead and pump our strength up, I guess. Right, chat? Like, I guess? Well, that's way more stats than I thought I was gonna have. So mind score, way up. Do another point of intelligence. Something like this could work. Yeah, that was a great fight, actually. Okay, well, that was way more levels than I was ever intending to get, so I guess we're ready to do the boss. As I said before, I was expecting... So we already have 9k, so I think the boss can no longer one-shot us. Because if it does 2,000 times 4, we don't die anymore from that. Or even if it does 2,100 times 4, it still won't kill us anymore. Because I think before it did 2,200 when we had, like, 6 less vitality. So honestly, just a single vitality pump from Edward might just be enough. Because that should put him around 9,500. And I don't need to monitor his health as much. Notice his piety is absolutely terrible, so he should be able to be healed pretty easily. Yeah, I guess we're good to go. So we have a mind score that's a little higher than normal, just in case the boss has super high piety. But I have a feeling 55 is more than the game is expecting us to have. And again, we have way better intelligence this time around. I'm feeling pretty good about this, chat. I'm liking our 9k health. For sure. I mean, we did that battle with like 8,100, I think, before, and that was not enough. So having literally 900 more health, and he got free dex from the dex idol randomly. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and save. I don't think I need to do any more battles. So yeah. Apparently, chat, I just looked up the enemy, the Black Cat, since it makes sense that that's what the enemy name is called. It drops the best fist item in the game if you have good enough luck. That's a fun fact for you, chat. We'll never see it, so I didn't level any luck. Wow, I can't believe we were at like 33 and we're now at like 35 across the board. That's so much better. Oh, that reminds me. Hold on, chat. We didn't see the ending where we just didn't have the pendant. 1 second. What if we just never had the pendant, chat? Hold on. I'm just curious if this is where you get the alternate ending or not. Let's witness. Wow. Oh my gosh. That was amazing. That was such an easy ending. Amazing. 10 out of 10. Actually, chat, you know what's really rude about that? You could save, like, right where I saved, and you could just be... You would have to start the whole game over, because you can't backtrack to get the pendant. Oh, that's an amazing ending. I mean, I'm glad we didn't save dropping the pendant, but that's just hilarious. Could you imagine playing this game, witnessing all the cutscenes? You're like 15 hours in, you're like, yeah, I'm ready to beat the game. You just lose. Could you imagine, chat? Oh my gosh, that is an amazing ending. I know. I was like, apparently we're going via King Quest logic. just die. You didn't know about the pie and the Yeti? Perish. Oh, you didn't save the rat? Game over. Pretty much, chat. It's just one of those scenarios again. So anyway, we're gonna hold on to the pendant and not get nuked. Although I have to say, that is probably one of my favorite death animations I've seen on the PlayStation 1. That was quite something. But let's try to win this time. I shake my head too. So hopefully with our higher magic scores and better intelligence, it should do more damage to the boss. Hopefully we do more than just... Oh, we're not saving there. That would be a terrible idea. Hopefully we can get more than 400 damage on this dumb boss. Let's climb. We should get attacked here, if I remember correctly. Oh, what was this boss week 2, chat, when we fought it last time? I'm trying to think about it. We know that one of the phases was immune to basically damage, physical damage. I think it was the first phase. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna reflect on ourselves. Actually, we can even move forward. It doesn't really matter. We'll move into a reflect just to see if this does anything. I don't think it really matters what he uses, to be honest. We could just have him punch the enemy to death, I guess, for now. Let's use Reflect as well on himself. Ooh, I wasn't fast enough for the Reflect. Tempting to get more agility, but I think this boss doesn't give any XP. Unfortunately. That did even less to her this time. So she takes no damage from this enemy, which is good. So he could start leveling his Reflect skill. Koudelka's is already really good. So we should be fine here. Hers lasting a while is pretty good. Okay. We'll wait it out for a bit. We'll let the enemy approach if it's gonna approach. Is he able to buff Koudelka yet? Let's witness. I now have to think about this, because I'd really prefer not to waste magic if we can avoid it. Because unfortunately our flare spell is now really expensive, and it did not really scale well enough to justify how ridiculous that is. I'll try Megalith. Let's see, is his magic high enough? Oh, it reflected, I think. Which is okay, I'm okay with it reflecting, honestly. It's immune to Earth. Okay, we're gonna rotate through chat. One day we'll figure it out. I hope it's not weak to Flare. That thing costs way too much MP. We'll try Wind next, I guess. It's our next cheapest. Again, I'm not really scared about these phases at all. This is pretty free. I'm just trying not to blow all my MP. Does that... I think that means the boss just took 3,800, which is actually kind of crazy, and it poisoned itself. Honestly, the boss might be dead here. I might not need to do anything else. Let's watch. Because I don't even think I need to heal Edward due to his vitality whatsoever. Okay, that was quite a bit of damage, chat. I think that little bit of intelligence and magic did really pay off. Let's see, what's his damage like, comparatively? So keep in mind, their intelligence is very close, it's just his magic is much worse. Okay, I mean, it's not great, but I think before he was only doing 300. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I feel like he did, like, literally nothing. So it's definitely a big improvement here. That magic up did make a difference. And as I said before, we can always raise this intelligence in battle. I think it's mostly the magic score we're concerned about. So if she had been... if James had been leveling the same way Koudelka had, I think this fight would have been over. How unfortunate. So I didn't really pay attention if Reflect is still up. If it is, I think the boss is about to kill itself. No, it's not. Oh, it's half up. She's like spazzing out because she took damage. So we've done a little over 3,400 just with her. We're gonna do 1,400 with him. The boss has already taken, I think, 3k in Reflect, so it has to be close to dead. That might have even killed it, honestly. Like, it's very close. Yeah, it did kill it. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Straightforward, chat. As I said before, I don't think we get any XP for these phases, which is kind of annoying. So we'll have James probably be the healer to improve his healing. So he's healing almost 3k now with his magic score. That's pretty good. Stell heals 40 a pop. That's pretty good. Oh. Oh, I actually didn't use as much MP as I thought. Huh. Oh, I shouldn't have used another Listel there, because that only gave 25. That was actually wasteful. Hopefully we will not get punished for that mistake. Phase 2. Phase 2, I feel like it did not take much damage from anything. But it should be damageable now. I guess I could still reflect. And again, her reflect should do a lot more in general. She'll take less damage in case the reflect is off. I mean, I guess I could just walk up and punch the boss. Nothing really stops me, right, chat? How much damage did you do with this out of curiosity? Oh, only 3? Okay. Well, we're gonna experiment a little bit here, chat, because we got time. Now, the question is, if we improve his strength by 6, is that a noticeable damage difference on the boss? That's what I want to learn here. Again, I'm not super concerned about what this boss does. Did almost 2,500 in reflect. So we can see the piety actually does pay off. So if we are looking to actually beat the 3rd form, I think that will honestly improve our damage the most. So now the question is, if I fortify vitality this enemy, will it take more damage? That's step 1, chat. Because in theory, this should really start adding up. Combine it with the agility downs, we might be able to just punch it to death. So it's lost 3 vitality. We're gonna add 6 strength to Edward, and let's see what happens. Perfect, I actually wanted to turn in between. How much does this do? So that almost tripled our damage from 1 use. Interesting. Chat, very, very interesting. Well, time to punch the boss, chat. 6 strength. Should be a big difference there. I think we're seeing what we're going to be using on the final phase. Spoilers. Don't really care what this boss does. Yeah, and that's like nothing. We got time. We can also lower the boss's strength in general. So if all the boss wants to do is melee, that's really not an issue for us. So it just lost even more vitality. So our strength is going up, its defense is going down. Let's see. If we also dump its agility, what happens, chat? Come here, Edward. Oh, did it walk out of range? Is it scared of me? Come back. I just want to punch you. Hey, he's starting to do real damage. Wow, from 3 to 48? What a scale, chat. So let's nerf this boss's agility. So we're gonna just start out-turning it. I mean, like, we could literally just win by punching at this point, I'm pretty sure. So if we really want to, I mean, like, what can the boss do to stop this? We're just gonna continually level fists? Do I still have Reflect on? I do. It missed? How did it miss? Or did it kill itself? I'm not sure. Huh. So, I mean, that's a big strength increase. Take a look at his total strength in a second. So we're getting rid of its ludicrous vitality. I'm assuming it has a lot of vitality. So getting that to level 2 is not necessarily a bad thing. Now the question is, do we have enough to nerf the boss's vitality? Since I imagine lowering vitality not only lowers its health, but also the defense. So it'll just help us win faster. Doing 150 from 3, that shows how much it scales. Crazy, chat. That worked. Ooh. I don't know if that actually lowers the enemy's health or not, but we know that lowers the defense. Uh-oh, chat. I got some bad news for the boss. I think he's gonna get punched to death. So hey, we might get level 3 fists while just messing around. So yeah, I'm just gonna agility down it a couple times, and this is just practice for the third form. Wow, that does nothing to our back row. Honestly, chat, that did nothing. We could just go ahead and heal our front line, like whatever. We should heal for an amazing amount. Speaking of which, how much damage are we doing now? Ooh, a little less. Why is that? Guess we'll find out. Okay. Maybe poison affects our stats or something? I never really bothered to pay attention. Our healing improved. I mean, it's not helping the boss that much, to be honest. Well, I guess we should see how much damage our other choices have. Actually, no. Let's just fortify strength again. So yeah, if we had leveled more, if we really wanted to grind 5 more levels, I'd probably put every point in strength at this point for the other character. But we're gonna do one last debuff, and then I think I'm gonna actually try to kill this boss. A lot of damage. Is it because poison wore off? It is. Poison does lower our stats. Or at least it seemed like it did, or at least our damage calculation. Or I don't understand why I did 30 something instead of 120. So anyway. Yeah, I mean, we could literally just do this to beat the boss. Like the upcoming boss. Okay. Let's see. Tornado still do any damage? Oh, that healed it. Annoying. I guess I could cast Reflect on my spells to speed this up. I mean, he is slowly doing more and more damage, which is very silly. But what if he did more, chat? So we could effectively lower their stats by 9 every time we get a turn. That's kind of crazy. I'm gonna go for one more debuff here. Just so that we really start out-turning the enemy. I think they've lost a total of 12 agility. It's kind of big. Slowly leveling the fist. So yeah, it does seem like strength is useful. It's a shame we didn't pump it more, but we have a pretty much unkillable tank. So that's also fine. Cast a Reflect on ourselves. And it should go off because we did lower the thing's agility. So hopefully it dies soon. Oh wait, there was a spell I think that did work on it last time. I'm gonna try it in a second. And again, I'm hoping the Reflect does not heal. I'm assuming it doesn't. So anyway, that should make up for the damage I accidentally healed it. While leveling our fist, chat. Nice. If he could do that much damage on the final form, I'm like, okay. It's a lot better than what we had before. I think, wasn't it Geyser that did damage? Because I would like to end the fight. I could be wrong. I think we've used enough MP. Yeah. It didn't do a lot, but it did speed it up a little bit. So I have to be mindful. We are burning a lot of MP to do this strategy. Makes it kind of not worth it. Yeah, I think if we can improve Edward's vitality slightly and then lower the other boss's strength, we might also just be fine. Like, we just need enough to survive its worst 4-hit combo. Like, that's literally it. Almost thought he was gonna 3-hit there. Ooh, Koudelka's actually low on MP. Well, time to lower that thing's agility even more, chat. We need to get some turns in. So we can already see how much of a difference just losing 12 agility did. So minus 18, I think, makes us almost double turn. Nice. Almost 300 damage. James is kind of injured. I guess he should heal himself. Oops. Menued incorrectly there. Yeah, let's just dump its agility for a little bit, chat. The less turns it has, the better. We should just be able to melee it to death at this point. So this took a little longer, but it is amusing that this does work. So once we high Listel or regular Listel ourselves for the final phase, we should be good. How did that miss? What a shame. Nice, crawling around. Yeah, that is unfortunate we can't apply the buffs in groups, because that would have made it a lot easier to have a backup fighter. That's a shame. So James is just not going to do anything other than buff and debuff, I guess. It is shaking a lot, so it might actually be very low on health. Go ahead and greet it, chat. She's got a little MP left. I guess I could Geyser again. Shaking less. Oh, because it died. That makes sense. So yeah, we're gonna try the final boss. See how it goes, chat. I feel it's so unfortunate beating those phases doesn't give us XP. It's just imagine, chat, if we had leveled, how useful that would have been. The high Listel is 100. Interesting. That's a revive. See, it is MP recovery as well. We didn't use any bowgun arrows, so we have more than before. That's good. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the potions, because they're not gonna be useful. We gotta save our MP otherwise. Use that on James. So he's got more health than he did before, and now we just need to Burn our Listels on James. So I think we used about the same amount of MP to win. So I think before I got pretty low. And then I could use Koudelka to heal Edward. Healed him almost instantly. That's kind of crazy. Do we still have a couple Listels left over? I'm going to consume as many as possible, because I will not want to do this mid-combat. We have 2 high Listels to help us with actually damaging the boss. So I'm thinking the 268 MP is going to be almost nothing but debuffs, honestly. And James will probably use the 1 Listel there for himself. I'll keep the high potions in there for Edward, but hopefully this is good enough. Let's make sure they're ready to go, as it were. Oh, I could also just start him with the crossbow. Yeah. I guess it doesn't hurt. It gives him more agility. Don't think I'm gonna give him any piety whatsoever, but okay. Ooh, here we go, chat. After all that, we're now onto the final phase, the most annoying phase. Our goal is to immediately try to reflect and debuff this boss as much as possible, or we're gonna be in big trouble. Now, if we lower the boss's vitality, that should mean crossbow does more damage. So that might not be a terrible thing to do. But we definitely need to stop this boss from getting multiple turns. That is a big problem. So immediately we're gonna go for the reflect here. We're going to take the opportunity to use our remaining MP to fortify vitality ourselves. That should make us even tankier. And we're gonna go for the reflect here on ourselves. So she will no longer take damage, which is good. Our goal is to keep reflect up as much as possible. And I guess we'll buff Edward and debuff the boss as much with the other characters. Then we'll go in for the kill. So unfortunately, the agility of the priest is slightly too slow. I feel if I had like a 44 or a 48 agility, the boss would not have hit James here. So we took 3.6, which is quite a bit. 2,500 is a lot. We're doing 1,400. I think we're doing 200 more to the boss, which is good. The boss has 2,200 health, so keep that in mind. We now can survive about 3 of those magic attacks. So we're gonna not do anything about his health total at the moment. We're actually gonna have him hold still. Again, we'll have Koudelka just lower this thing's agility, and we're gonna start opening fire. We have 20 bolts. I don't need to really hold off on attacking every turn, but we're gonna do our best. Yeah, we need this thing to go way slower. Hopefully she can target it with her magic score. If it does, we're in business. I think it worked. That's a good sign. So that might mean James can now reflect in between. We're gonna go ahead and attack while we're here. Damage isn't too much different. I didn't really expect too much to be changed stat-wise, because the chat did mention that before. But what we can start doing, chat, is we could pump his vitality just a little more to give him extra defense. And the boss didn't have a turn, so I'm gonna say no turn for you. So now our front line is extra tanky. So even if we get really unlucky and that boss can somehow hit 5 times, I think we'll be okay. So we're just gonna slap that boss's agility, chat. We're gonna do that at least 5 more times. I don't want to see this boss get a turn. We can avoid it. Oh, it is getting to attack finally. Dara gets Koudelka. That's a waste of time. It wasted its time. Nice. So this is already looking a lot more doable than the first time. We're gonna go ahead and reload our ammo here and choose not to move, actually. In perfect position. Just open fire every turn. See, that was more like the original damage. That's a shame. So yeah, chat, say goodbye to this boss's agility. We can already see it paying off. So Koudelka, I think, is already double turning the boss, which is kind of crazy. And I guess since we're here, we could just fortify strength and nerf this thing's strength? Let's see if it works. That would be really huge for us if it can. I think it worked. So the boss doing 6 less damage in terms of strength is really big for us. Makes it way easier to protect the front line. Though he's not at full health, so this is actually kind of scary. We'll reload. I just realized Koudelka's turn and she's not reflecting. Let's reflect. Ooh, she's gonna take damage here. That's unfortunate. Again, this is where we need to keep lowering the boss's agility. So we hit the boss's strength a little bit, and it is going a lot slower in general. Ooh. Oh, I thought that killed him. That was scary. Let's continue to attack. So she's fine going forward, but I do have to make sure she has that up at all times. Koudelka's reflect went up. Interesting. Let's go ahead and use our heal magic on the front row. And let's go ahead and also use heal on the front row. And we're just gonna keep reloading that gun. Okay, that should be enough in case we get unlucky with a couple hits. But Koudelka will do the follow-up. I think going forward, Koudelka will be the healer, and we'll have James try to debuff the boss. But we're looking pretty close to what I want. So that's looking like a really healthy front line. Wow, 6.5 thousand. Nice. Boss has taken a decent amount of damage. I notice James is no longer protected by Reflect. Let's go ahead and lower the boss's agility one more time. It is looking like we're getting a good number of turns, but we have to start doing damage with Koudelka. So I feel like that's a pretty good agility nerf. It looks like we're going about twice now. Yeah, see that? He's able to reload before the boss gets another turn, which is excellent. I think it's magic attacking again. If he dies, I could Roman Nuts him. Actually, that's a distinct possibility. I think I actually want that to happen. So what I should do is nerf the vitality of the boss. Let's take advantage and die on purpose. We're actually going to use Roman Nuts as intended, chat. Because we should be able to heal backwards. So if our backline dies, it doesn't matter, actually. Hopefully this doesn't target Koudelka. Good. Targeted our vulnerable party member. But he's dead. But we reflected 1,500 in return. So we're gonna go ahead and... Well, we could lower its magic damage even more. It's actually kind of tempting. Let's try that, chat. That means we should reflect for more damage, and our front row takes less damage. I'm kind of liking this. Just slapping the boss with status ailments. I don't want to hear I cannot heal this character. I'm going to be very cross. There we go. And this will bring him back with MP, chat. So we just got like 60 MP. So this was completely worth it, by the way. So that's actually a good strategy. If we let our backline die, we can actually recover their MP. As long as Edward doesn't die, we're good. So I think we've won. Because I could just do stuff like this all day. So yeah, chat, I think we got this in the bag. We just gotta complete it, that's all. We're gonna just start lowering his vitality, and I'm gonna have Koudelka do a couple intelligence ups. Magic went up, nice. You know what, chat? The boss is still getting a turn. I don't appreciate this. We're gonna do 3 more of these. But we're already seeing, like, how much extra time we're getting with this boss. So now we just need to justify it by actually hurting the boss. So we'll start doing some vitality downs on the boss, because that helps us regardless. Oh, I'm getting another turn? How unfortunate for the boss, chat. That did a lot of damage. I hope that didn't kill. Are you kidding me? That still killed? Did that seriously still kill? I'm gonna be so mad at that. How did that kill? He had so much vitality. Are you kidding me? This is so stupid, chat. How many times did that attack hit me? Like 7? Oh, come on. I don't want to restart this boss fight. It was going so well, and then the boss was like, nah, I'm just gonna do all 9,999 of your health and then move in a way that you can't revive your teammate. So stupid, chat. Wow. I legit think that boss hit 7 times. That was just stupid. Literally, if it was 5 times, chat, it wouldn't have killed us. That is so stupid. Wow, we even nerfed it to only do 1900. Still didn't work. Wow. I have no words, chat. This is a terrible final boss if you're actually trying to beat it. Oh, man, we were so close. So our front row will not survive this. It's literally just RNG whether or not we die. And we don't have a way of forcing the boss backwards. Which super sucks, because we didn't do that much damage, because I thought we had so much more time. We have several reflects going on. Let's just keep lowering the boss's strength. It's the only way I can make a comeback at this point, is if we somehow nerf the damage into nothing. But yeah, super lame, chat, that the boss can still do 9,999 damage. And that's against our character with 80 vitality. Makes no sense. Oh, Koudelka's out of MP? Oh, this is really bad. Well, I was gonna suicide so that we could, you know, take advantage of the full MP, but apparently Edward still died. What a waste of time, chat. I'm so sorry. I thought for sure he would survive that, because he got 4 hit last time, so I'm like, he survived. I think he survived 5 hits, but not the 6 hits. So the only thing we could do is just keep lowering the boss's strength. I guess I need to level more to get strength to -3 in order to stand a chance. 32 MP on a agility down is absolutely not worth it. That is a terrible ratio. See, level 2 is perfect. Level 3 is terrible. So, what was this boss weak to? I guess it doesn't matter. I think we were doing okay damage with Tornado. I mean, that's almost 1,000. I think that was more than before, but obviously it's just like, what do you do in this scenario? Like, we gotta reflect. There's no other choice. But yeah, he's gonna run out of MP and then he's basically dead. We can only hope the boss goes only for magic attacks. Yeah, I also wish there was a way to force the boss backwards, because if there was, I don't think I would be complaining. Because then I at least would have some kind of, like, countermeasure. Why is Reflect cost 72? That's horrendous. I actually can't Reflect anymore. That is actually terrible. So we only did, like, 6k with Reflect, and probably only 3k with the Crossbow Bolt. So we did a lot less than last time, because I was under the assumption that, again, we had, like, way more turns. Yeah, hopefully the boss does a magic attack here. It looks like the boss is going for it. So we will get an opportunity to do more damage here. So it took another 2k there. Can't tell if it's more injured or not. But it's taking 1,000 every turn. It should be dead in like 8 casts. The question is, can I get those 8 casts? I think I'm just gonna have to stall. Just fortify agility to make it slower. Like, anything we can do so that it gets less turns, we're gonna go for it. We lowered its strength, so in theory, we should survive a strike from it. She's almost out of MP, so once we're out of High Listel, it's over, chat. It's actually over. So we have 12 more casts of Tornado, and hopefully the boss dies, or we just lose here. There's nothing we could do. Koudelka needs to be able to Reflect here, or we die. So that's unfortunate. Let's go Reflect. That costs 72 MP. That's terrible. That's a lot of MP. The boss is getting less and less turns, so this is looking good. Again, if it could just get down to Koudelka, we're also fine. So any magic attack should do a lot to the boss, hopefully, to justify using the Reflect there. But yeah, it's down to the wire, chat. It is literally, what will the boss do when it finally gets a turn? If it melees, it's over. But you can see we're like really slowing it down. So that means we also have an opportunity to burst it before it has an opportunity to heal. This is a question of what it's going to do here. It only struck once. Okay. Well, I don't know why it struck Edward like 7 times. But if it only strikes the priest once, we're fine. I think we got this. So we're gonna have him use an item to heal. It looks like the boss is really injured. Oh, our magic level, it's not what I want to see. It's weird that in this game, magic leveling is just like an absolute death sentence. The second you see it, it's like, oh, it's over. Let's elixir ourselves. So thankfully, he does have more vitality than before. So if the boss magic attacks him, it's not game over for him. And we might still get a turn, because we've been subtracting a lot of speed from this boss. I think it's trying to heal itself, which I really don't appreciate. Could you please die for me? Please die. So we did another 1,000, didn't kill it. But I think the boss is about to heal 5,000, chat. This is so stupid. It didn't heal 5k, but that's still pretty bad. So again, I think we were within like 2 hits of killing it, and the game just said no. So let's go ahead and use Reflect. Yeah, there's really nothing fair about this, to be honest. It's like, if Edward didn't die, we would have been completely fine. We would have had all the DPS needed. We would have been doing 1,800 a turn. only he lasted like 5 more turns. Would have been so huge for us. Again, I'm hoping the boss magic attacks us, because it will do a lot of damage to itself, and that will potentially kill it. But it's like, we must be so close. Oh, of course it melees. Of course it does the 9-hit combo. Alright, chat, I'm not gonna lie, this is frustrating. This right here, frustrating. So, I'm gonna try one more time with the same setup. But I think we can safely say I was cheated. I think we can all say I was cheated out of the win. The boss is healed yet again. There's nowhere I can move to dodge the boss. Unless I'm allowed to circle around the boss, which would be very humorous if possible. We don't have any MP. Man, the fact that you can't revive people that are not directly on the boss is just absolutely atrocious. Oh, do we have no more high Listels? That's it. I just have a Listel. Oh, it's over. Man, chat. We're gonna try one more time with the same levels, with nothing else. And I think what I'm gonna have to do is have everybody stand in a line, and hopefully that stops the boss from walking on people. Please don't attack me. Annoying. So yeah, I think we had the right strategy, we just got really unlucky. So I think what we have to do, I'm just gonna skip right to the end. I think what we're gonna have to do is I'm going to have to really aggressively strength down and agility down every single turn on this boss. I don't think I can even get away with vitality down. I think it just needs to be nothing but debuffs. Because that 7-hit combo is just so stupid. It does so much damage, chat. Like, it just makes me shrug, like no counterplay. So we're gonna strength down every turn as James, and then purposely die, so that way he could get healing via the MP restore. Oh wait, I have to do this whole thing over again. Oh, that's so tedious. That is so tedious, chat. Wondering if it's worth going for another level. But I don't think it is, though. That's the problem. I mean, James getting the level is okay, but him getting the stats just doesn't mean anything. We're gonna do it again. This will be my last attempt for the night, because this takes forever to do. So, mate, I wish we could save between the phases so we don't have to go all the way back to the beginning, but it is what it is. Alright, so we actually don't want to use Reflect at all, other than to get the initial hit on the boss, I guess. Otherwise, we level up Reflect to the point we can't use it. 72 MP for Reflect is so stupid. So, unfortunately, me leveling Reflect is very bad, because then I can't use it on her repeatedly. So chat, we're gonna go with this strategy for now, but I think for the final boss, I'm gonna try one more thing. So, I honestly have nothing to say. I'm disgusted at the game for allowing a 7-hit melee move to exist. It literally does more than max health. Like, that is just so stupid. And the fact that it also stops you from reviving is crazy to me. What were they thinking? So anyway, we now know we could debuff this monster if we want to. I guess I can just... Would be a good use. Because I don't want to make my magics more expensive. I think this is probably fine. Use Tornado, I guess, repeatedly. Yeah, that just didn't really feel fair, I'll be honest with you. I'm assuming the game assumes you have nothing but, like, the best year possible. So again, this is like such a big difficulty spike between like really easy phase 1 and phase 2, and then phase 3 is just like horrendously hard for no reason. Hopefully she can reflect it. Yeah, that does a lot of damage. So we're gonna not do anything with him, and we're just gonna spam this ability. So we'll try one more time, as I said before. But yeah, that is just heartbreaking, chat. There's only one other strategy I can think of employing, and I have everybody in a row with themselves. And I put everybody roughly within melee range of the boss. With the idea being the boss can advance as long as everybody's on the same line. And that's it. So if first, because, you know, I didn't think that was necessary with our vitality. But clearly, I was wrong. So we're gonna have to do whatever we can to kill this boss. So I think right before we go to fight the boss, we're gonna put everybody not all the way in the back. I'm gonna have like one row in case I want to purposely dodge with one character. Because I want to make sure they can't like move sideways to me, because I don't think I can be parallel with them. But that could be another assumption, because again, this is something that is just, it has literally never come up before in the game, so I don't know if the boss can go past me if somebody's up front, or if they have to stay there. I don't know. Like, this is, I don't know. If Chad has played the game before, by all means, let me know if an enemy is allowed to walk past you or not, and block you. Because if they're not, then we're fine. We're gonna win, for sure. It's just unfortunate a random character will die constantly, but there's not really anything we can do about that, to be honest. So this enemy should almost be dead. We've been nuking it quite a bit. I think one more spell should kill it from Koudelka. Yeah, it's like if the boss stayed full screen the whole time but could melee where it was positioned, we also would have won the game by now. Why does that miss sometimes, though? Because I feel like her magic score, her piety, and her intelligence are so high. Not sure why it would miss in that scenario. Yeah, this enemy is not going to do that much damage to us, so we get away with just potions. Should kill. No? Really? How much health does it have then? I thought it had around 1100. Are we like 600 shy or something silly? Oh, maybe I'm just one turn too early. Oh, we're so close, chat. Man, I wish Edward could do something in this fight. Please die. I think the name of the game is just conserving our MP. So we'll play a little sloppy, I guess, just so I don't have to use as much MP. So that went pretty quick, because I wasn't spending turns buffing and practicing. I think we could just get away with regular potions, which don't heal enough to make a difference in the final fight, so I might as well use them here. Something like that should be good. And then I have Koudelka heal Edward. And then I guess we're gonna go in. Just, I wish I knew that about Reflect, though. That sucks so much. Why does it go to 72? Ridiculous, chat. That's literally almost an entire high listal, and it's kind of not worth it, honestly. Okay, so this is the one where it's weak to physical. Honestly, I might even just crossbow this whole phase, just to save the MP. Because we didn't run out of bolts last time on any of my attempts. And if I do, it doesn't really make a difference, honestly. I'm gonna go for the reflect. Guess we can attack with this. Oh, he still has the handgun. Oh, you know what? That's fine. We can use the handgun on this boss. That should still speed it up significantly. And hey, it's our last use of the handgun. Yay, handgun chat. It's got 30 bullets. We might as well burn it out. So I think that means the boss has taken about 3,000 damage. It's not bad. So any damage is better than no damage at all. Sadly, that was barely more than the empowered fists. Shows you how much the guns fall off at the end of the game. I think Tornado still did. Oh no, Tornado healed. Just remembered. It was Geyser. I remember too late. It was Instinct. Ugh. My bad, chat. I knew I did the same thing last time where earth damage was not effective. Yeah, let's just spam Geyser. And keep shooting. Only 141, that's terrible. That is sadly barely better than fists. So, Geyser for sure. Oops, sorry about that, chat. So close. So we do 1,000 a turn between the two casters, and we just get free damage from the gunner, so that's fine. So this should take about 10 more repeated loops of the characters. -2. If this reflects, then it'll be maybe -3. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, actually, that sped it up significantly, so the boss is at below half health now. Good. So this should be 5 turns or less now. Absolutely excellent, chat. Let's reload our pistol. And that should save us a significant amount of MP compared to before. Since we are not messing around with this boss. Yeah, that double reflect was really big for us. That saved a lot of time. And I do think his magic score being higher is actually being useful here, because before he was doing like 100, he's literally doing triple damage. So he is aiding a little bit more, but we'll probably benefit more from his debuffs. Please die from the gunshots. Not quite. Okay, hopefully no more than one more set should kill this boss. Unfortunately, if I had not healed, I think it would have been over. But it's getting very close. I don't think I have Reflect up on any character, which is unfortunate, so we're gonna have to take this damage. Dang. So close, chat. So close. The fact that it only took 22 there tells me it's probably one hit away from death. But we're gonna take this damage first. Oh. We still have somebody with the Reflect on. Is it dead? Oh, it didn't actually die from that. That's crazy. I guess it goes into the shake set more than 25% health. Anyway, this for sure should kill this. And then our follow-up 700 fatality? Question mark? This should be the death blow. Either that or we're just really unlucky and we're like 100 off. I think it died? It made a weird animation. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Take 3. Before we go any further, we need to make sure to change our formation, because this fight is just so terrible. Why don't we have her, like, all the way over here. Move him here. Actually, yeah, this is fine. We'll try this. Use Koudelka's healing. Save us some time. Use a potion on every one of the other characters, because this item is useless. Don't know why you said on Edward there. Apparently you could target him even though he's at full health. I'm gonna save the high Listels for the battle. I think we used less MP that time? It's looking like we did. I'm not gonna use those because I want to squeeze every last bit of MP because we did run out of MP. Like, to me, my mind is just blown. I have 21 revive items and they are completely useless. Like, I cannot get over that. If I had realized how bad they were, I literally would have just thrown them away. I literally wouldn't even have let them stay in our inventory. I'd have been like, begone, foul stat being. I prefer my item slot. Okay, so here's the strategy. Every turn, we're gonna strength down this boss. Every turn, we're gonna agility down this boss. I will reflect. Edward will start with vitality up. I will crossbow every turn. We have to start with the reflect because we need to do as much damage as possible. Wait, it's going into melee immediately? What? What? What is happening? Oh, that's even less fair. What is this? Okay, game, thanks. I guess I just lose. What was that nonsense? Wow. Just chat, just wow. Honestly, just wow. Can I revive her, please? Okay, I can. Thank you. Small miracle, chat. Alright, she's back at full MP. So it's like she gained 40 MP. That's so stupid. I don't get this boss at all. I don't get what triggers it to go into melee. I don't understand. I have to reflect here. Like, was that just the world's unluckiest RNG? Is it because a character was below a certain threshold of health it went in? Like, I don't know. Just honestly nonsense, chat. At least I can revive. Again, if it goes for the magic attack, we're fine. But if it melees every turn, that is also a huge waste of our time. I just needed to not kill Koudelka. If I have to move her backwards one tile, I'm okay with that. I just really prefer that I can start getting some debuffs. Please do not melee. Please do not melee. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna get the reflex up. We're gonna switch weapons. What the? Well, I guess we're using the whiskey. Chat. And what I'm gonna do in the meantime is I'm gonna lower this thing's agility so I could get a turn. Because otherwise we're gonna be in the infinite death loop. So let's go ahead and use the whiskey, chat. Oh yeah, chat, the revive item is finally finally coming into play. I don't know. Now the boss is not using any magic attacks. I don't know what to say, chat. I don't know what's going on. 51 health, whatever. Who cares? Let's just debuff the boss as much as we can. And hopefully we will get a chance of doing something at some point. So we're gonna go ahead and try to minus strength this boss into nothingness. Okay, it's getting slower. So if we could get like 10 of these, we're in good shape. And we're gonna just do damage with Edward whenever we're not reviving. So if we do 10 of those, we should be in a lot better shape. Question mark. Please do not melee. I don't have any words, Sean. I don't know what's happening. We've changed the boss AI. I'm guessing what has happened is that because it must be because a party member is low on health, it goes to melee. And then when somebody dies, it also decides to melee, I guess. Well, anyway, we're just gonna repeatedly do this, and hopefully we get a turn. But this thing needs way lower agility for sure. We've removed 12 agility from it. So we should completely outspeed it with Koudelka now, which is good. Please stop meleeing repeatedly. Oh, you're actually not meleeing repeatedly. Thank you. Reflect. And I don't have enough speed to go first. Of course. This... Oh, it knocked me backwards? Oh my gosh, please no. Please no. Please don't game over here. Please don't. Let's full heal Koudelka. She needs MP anyway. We need to keep reducing this thing's agility. I don't know what's happening anymore, chat. It's going off the rails. This is really bad because I'm not even getting any turns to attack. It is literally just like I lose turns every 5 seconds. I'm gonna have to remove its agility or I'm never gonna get a turn. Like, the agility down is definitely helping, but the problem is I need to start double turning with Edward or we're never gonna get a turn. Oh, I got a double turn with her? Nice. You know what that means. Right, chat? We're done with this. Stop it. Okay, so she's already double turning the boss. That's excellent. So hopefully if Edward can go now, we could just get a free revive with Whiskey. We'll keep the cheap revives now. And then I'll have James reflect immediately. And that should be good. That way he'll survive. Or if he gets meleeed, it doesn't matter. So this is just safety. And because we slowed the boss down so much, that spell actually got to come out. So this is really good news for us. So we've denied the death loop. If the boss magic attacks, Koudelka can't die from this. Edward could die. And if the boss melees, we can revive Edward no matter what. Well, chat, it is time to fortify agility. And we're just gonna keep going for revives. I would eventually like to get a turn with the priest. This is where AoE buffs would have been god tier, and it would stop me from getting in this loop. But we're gonna lower its speed even more. So Koudelka's already double turning, so she can kind of do whatever she wants here. I don't think the boss can really stop her. Let's lower the boss's damage. Again, we're just gonna keep saying no to the boss, chat. We finally got a turn with him. That's interesting. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch weapons to the crossbow. Oh, she didn't get a turn. Oh, it's gonna cast magic. So that's gonna give Edward a chance of surviving the 7-hit monstrosity. So he's dead no matter what. I don't think I could save him. Agility down even more. United we stand, chat. I'm actually gonna get a turn here. Huh, let's attack the boss. So unfortunate I didn't have Reflect Up. We'll get Reflect Up on Koudelka next. After we revive the priest. Edward is very injured, so I have to be very careful with how I do this. Because he's not going to survive another AoE spell at all. I'm actually going to heal Edward, because he's the most annoying one to recover. So he might survive a melee hit, maybe. She's gonna die no matter what, but she could double turn, so she still should be able to heal herself. I can whiskey into a reflect. I just haven't been getting a lot of opportunities to debuff the boss's strength, which is really unfortunate. It's not quite how I wanted this to go, but we're still gonna try for it. I'll go for a reflect here, in case the boss does go for a magic attack. So no matter what, we have one party member that should survive, and Koudelka will hopefully reflect on herself as well. Okay, so I think our agility, we've got the boss about where it should be for agility, but I'm gonna keep going, honestly. And then we're eventually gonna back up our front line by 1 tile. We're gonna retreat slightly. We're finally getting a turn here. So let's go ahead and reload. Feels like so long since we've been on the offense, but let's actually do damage to the boss. I actually got yet another turn. I guess I can lower its agility even more. Oh, we're getting a turn with him. Awesome. Let's go ahead and reduce strength. Take advantage for the chance to do damage while you can? No. This is not a good enough advantage. Or unless you mean with Edward, then that's fine. Yeah, Edward can't do anything else. So we're gonna hopefully get a few more strength downs on the boss to maybe survive that multi-strike, and then we're good. We just need to get to the point where Edward can tank it, and then we're good. Probably gonna melee. Oh, it's gonna magic. Huh, interesting. That buys me a lot of time, actually. So I don't have to waste turns reviving. So we're gonna keep going until agility levels up, and then we're not gonna bother with it anymore. So we're seeing the boss is still getting, like, a turn between our 2 turns, which is not good. Is it only targeting Edward? All the characters to target, that's so annoying. So yeah, I think our natural speed is starting to become a factor. So Koudelka might start getting a triple turn very soon. And we're just gonna, again, keep slamming this boss over and over and over. Let's actually go for another strength down here. That should be fine. And we're gonna reload. So again, it's doing less and less and less and less damage. I'm gonna have Koudelka heal Edward if he doesn't die from this. Oh, he didn't even get hit yet. Okay. He might survive this. I'm not sure. We'll see. Oh, we got the multi-heal. Oh, so heal is bouncing to other characters. Interesting. Now when it reflected... Oh, that made her heal herself. Huh. I'm kind of okay with that, actually. Reload our gun. At least it seems healing is working correctly. James is out of MP, so James kind of needs to die at some point. I guess he could high Listel himself at the moment. At the end of the world. Gotta lower the boss's strength even more. And if he dies, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna Roman Nut one of them. I'm hoping he kills one of the spellcasters. For that exact reason. Okay, we're actually getting a decent number of turns on the boss. But unfortunately, the boss has not really been using any magic at all. Kill the priest, please. Wow, that did an insane amount of damage. Okay, we can Roman Nut him now for 120 MP. This is still within calculations. But yeah, Chad, I've had enough of this boss. Goodbye. Lose all of your turns. So I'm starting to notice... I think Koudelka might triple turn him now. I'm not sure. Or I mean her. Okay. James has no MP. We have a lot of Roman Nuts. So this is kind of like a 120. It's like a high Listel. So again, that's just all we're gonna do. Just spam that until the boss no longer does damage. And we're just gonna do as much as we can in the meantime. This is going to be a very slow fight, I apologize, but the game has kind of forced me into this position. We're almost at the point where James can survive 2 hits from this boss. So I imagine like 5 or 6 of those. Maybe it won't kill our frontliner anymore. Maybe. Oh, we still got another agility up? Okay, well... Right, chat? Nope. So I'm feeling pretty good. This boss's turn count is looking pretty low. It leveled, so I don't think we're going to do that anymore. Go ahead and reload our ammo. Oh, don't move. So we're getting more damage out with the crossbow bolt than we did before, which is good. Koudelka's getting another turn. I'm just gonna cast Reflect on her preemptively. Hopefully it doesn't kill her. If it... Oh, it's actually going for the Reflect. Nice. That's good for us. Because its agility is so slow, I should actually be able to cast it here. So for the first time, we're actually gonna do some damage here, chat. Because that should do like 2k to the boss. Her Reflect leveled, which is absolutely terrible. So we need her to die immediately. Because she could potentially get 270 MP. It's kind of unfortunate I can't get the boss to target her. His MP went up. That's not good for us. Reload the bowgun. We have 3 high Listels to finish off the boss. So we're almost at the point where I do want to use them. So I don't know how much damage we did to the boss, but we've done at least 10% of the boss's health just then. That's not bad, but we have a long way to go. Gonna tornado the boss repeatedly. Again, if Koudelka dies, that's actually optimal for us. Yeah, we're starting to do some serious damage to the boss now. Almost 4,000 damage in the past 2 turns. That's not bad. And as I said before, we're just gonna keep doing this until the strength debuff or the strength gets leveled up. But it looks like we're getting 2 turns for everybody else and maybe 3 for Koudelka, which is excellent. So instead of all those vitality downs, we're just taking advantage of the strength downs to maybe survive. Ooh. Yeah, if we could have AoE buffed ourselves, I would have done it for sure, but it looks like it doesn't work. Unless it only buffs to the left or something weird. I guess I could check that out in a second. I'll try once. Like, for example, if I do this, who's a target? Oh, we're running out of bowgun ammo, but that's not a bad thing. Yeah, it seems like it only targeted him. That's okay. He's the only one with MP at the moment anyway. We haven't seen the boss melee attack in a long time, which is good. Whilst I'm noticing the boss hasn't moved in like 4 turns. I think we stopped the boss from doing too much. So we have been sapping its strength pretty consistently. Our reflect is still active. That's crazy. Oh, Koudelka's just wore off. That's okay. If she dies, it doesn't matter. I might even high Listel her, because the boss is just no longer getting a turn, chat. Which is good. This is what I wanted to have happen. Ooh. Oh, that leveled. How unfortunate. What is the boss's agility? Look at this, chat. The boss has literally not moved it like forever at this point. You know what? Let's lower its strength even more. She's got enough MP for a debuff or a heal? No, none of the above. We're gonna high Listel. Worst that happens is she uses Roman Nuts and gets more MP. This is looking good. I think we have this. There's nothing the boss can do to party wipe us at this point. I have too much health on too many characters. Our reflect actually wore off, by the way. We debuffed the boss's strength even more. I think it's at minus 30 strength, if I've been counting correctly. Its agility is minus infinity as far as I'm concerned. Look at this. We haven't seen the boss. Does the boss have any turns anymore? Okay. I guess we see if Earth Magic can do damage. Chat, what was the last time the boss had a turn? Was it 5 Kouldekas ago or 6? I think I went overkill, chat. If I have 6 turns, I win. Like, we did it. I literally have not seen the boss attack. I think its agility is officially too low. I don't even know what to say. You know what, chat? You know what? Lose more agility. I'm getting another turn? What is happening? Oh no, chat. Is it over? Did I officially reduce the boss's agility to 1 or something? Well, just in case, chat. In case it somehow still got a turn. Enjoy that -3. It's safe to say, I think we are getting infinity turns on the boss. Thank you. We are free, chat. There's nothing the boss can do. I have 5 or more turns of Earth. If it goes to cast healing, I will still get enough turns to kill this boss. It is over, chat. I think we could preemptively celebrate. I have 9 bowgun bolts. This thing is so dead. I've gotten to the point where the boss is acting so few turns, there's no point to even using Reflect. Like, look at this. The boss isn't attacked. Chat, I lost count. Oh no, I Final Fantasy Tactics the game, chat. My speed exceeded the enemies by too much. Oh my gosh, thank you. It's looking very injured, so it should die soon. Chat, we're winning so hard, I'm even using Megalith on James. It's over, chat. We got through the absolute... Go ahead, melee me. Oh, it's healing? Okay, that's fine.
No mercy.
I mean, his damage is kind of sad. I might even just have him agility down the boss more, honestly. No mercy indeed, chat. Please die, boss. Better not get this heal off. I mean, if it does, it's not the end of the world. It's very annoying. It needs to get slower, chat. It got a heal in. That's not acceptable. How much did it heal for? More than 5,000. That's just insulting. Come on. Not really sure what the boss is doing, but that's fine. I don't have to know, chat. Yeah, it's just annoying, chat. There's really nothing we can do about that. Sadly, I'm really, really low on MP, and the boss is not attacking enough. I think I over-nerfed it. Oh well. Let's lower its agility more. So I need 5 Koudelka Megaliths to kill. At minimum. Plus we still have the crossbow bolts. So this will buy us as many turns as we're probably ever gonna get. So we're not gonna bother lowering its agility anymore. That's a pretty good head start. We can see the boss has taken, like, no turns. I don't think it removes debuffs, or else the boss would have gone by now. So this is our second one. I just wish it would melee and kill somebody. Preferably James. Boss has taken 2,200. 2,700. I'd make it more likely to miss, but I don't think that's gonna help us that much. Guess I could go for a normal heal on Edward. Just to make the boss waste more of its turns. And that makes it more likely for Edward to survive. I mean, the boss did get -24 in strength at least. So I'm hoping that's enough. Because Edward should be at 999 max. So again, we're just gonna keep doing this until the boss dies. So he's at 9,000 health. If he dies at 9,239, I'm gonna like chuck the controller, chat. I'm gonna be like, how many more debuffs does this boss need to not one-shot me at near max health? Like, come on. Stop it. He's still wearing heavy armor. Alright, so it's taken 3,300. I think now that's 4,000. His crossbow damage went up. Wow, he shot so many times, chat. So this is now the 4th one. So it's now lost more than it's healed. So we've now made progress as of this cast. Please die. I will have James high-list stell her if needed. I think we're gonna go ahead and do that. I just love the boss that had a turn in forever, chat. I'm so happy. We're so close. We're beating it my way, which is not grinding outside of just getting those spell levels, which did help us, but I think I did actually overgrind unintentionally. Got 4 bolts left. I hope he dies and those use his chat. So the boss has taken more than it's healed. That's even lower. We're just gonna pray it dies the megalith before we run out of MP. Please die. This is so painful to sit through. Come on. We could do a chat. I have a gun. Actually, does this even do damage? Hold on, let's see. No, it did 0. Oh, it was worth a try. Okay, we're down to 4 arrows, and then Edward can't do anything for the rest of the combat. Oh, it's actually gonna magic attack. Oh, okay. I think we did it, chat. We did it. Oh my gosh, that was so tedious. Ugh. Defeated. Vanquished. Banished into the ether. You lose. Oh my gosh.
I have seen the most interesting happenings. It would be a waste to go back to sleep just yet.
Hey, Koudelka. I wonder what she was about to say.
Dead people don't speak. It's just in your memories.
Huh? Is that how you explain what we just saw?
I guess.
Memories. Somebody told me that after a loved one's death, all we have is memories. In these, we maintain an eternal bond with the dead.
Oh my gosh, freedom! Freedom, chat! Man. I had to pull out all the stops, chat. It made me use formations. How dare they? How dare they make me use a game mechanic? Also, that was a really weird ending.
Yay!
I agree, Samba. So, chat, I have some exciting news for you, but I'm gonna wait for the credits. We'll talk after the credits. The end, chat. Also, courtesy of Steve, who watches the stream, helped me get another emote, by the way, chat. So I just put it in the chat right at the end. If you might remember, good old Noi from East. We now have the smug emote, chat. I have a different version of it as well. Maybe we'll take a look at which one we prefer. But I just put it in the chat so the chat can take a look at it. It is very smug. So you know what? I'll probably just upload both versions. That way I could just take a look and compare which one I like. I figure we talk about that. We're done with the game otherwise. Yeah, Noi very smug. I honestly forgot her name, but you never forget the face, chat. It's like I was like when I looked at the image, I was like, what's Noi face? And I'm like, oh, oh, that's right. I'm like, no, I totally remember who this is. Yeah, so Steve was very kind to help me get the image of this particular character, so thank you, Steve. Yeah, I still got the Streets of Rage emotes, which we'll probably take advantage of soon. I'm gonna get rid of Power Slide for a moment, just so I could see the difference between the other two. Ooh, man, that was a journey, chat. That was a journey indeed. I don't even know what to say. Other than we definitely, I guess, cheese the boss. While just moving emotes around. Sorry, chat, as I look back. Thank you for the gift of the chat. Exactly. Thank you so much, Steve. It's weird, like, when I'm in, like, OBS and I go to use it, because it doesn't show up, but I'm like, I know it's there. I know it's there. Yeah, the alternative is this one. Which has, like, a little more of her head in the shot. I don't know, chat. Which one do you like more? Like, the other one has, like, a larger face, but the other one is more of a full image. The cheese is delicious. Chat, listen, I'm gonna let you know, there is not a single video I saw online of somebody doing this below level 45. So as far as I'm concerned, we're the lowest level I've seen online. Not saying it can't be done lower level, not saying people haven't done it before, but I'm telling you, in like the 20 minutes of me looking, I did not see a lower level. I watched somebody use a life drinker weapon, which was accessible by using the tinderbox. We didn't even need that, chat. We chose not to take that weapon. We did not have another mage weapon for James, so technically we had an even bigger handicap than normal. So I should not have thrown away the other pole, because I think that would have given us 5 extra intelligence and 3 extra magic. And that would have sped up the process of that fight quite a bit. Maybe the second one, the face is harder to see, but it looks nicer being a full image. Yeah, that's why I want to get the chat opinion there. So we have both versions. I could technically keep both versions. I will probably leave both of them uploaded. Yeah, I like how it looks when you like click on the emote or hover and get to see it, because I feel like that's when you get the full smug effect, but the other one is like better as a chat message. So I don't know which one would make more sense, but I figured we talk about it. That's all I really wanted to say. That was the good news, chat. Just, I had more emotes. And also, chat, let's switch over to Let's Chat, because I think I forgot to do this at the beginning of the stream, and I'm going to assume that I missed this, and I fully apologize for not doing this earlier, but
You're wide open!
thank you, Bertwort, for following. I do appreciate it. Got to you eventually. I didn't forget. I saw it before stream, and I feel like that issue is I'm like, wow, I'm really happy somebody joined me, and then like 20 minutes later, I forgot what I was happy about. I have a terrible short-term memory, but I look to the right at the activity feed, and I'm like, now it makes sense. More emotes is always a good thing. Yeah, I could leave both in there technically for now. One thing I wasn't sure about. I'm just gonna look at my emote selection. Huh. So it says I have access to 4 emotes. I'm just curious why that is and not all of them. Did I? No, I put Power Slide there. So it gave me the 1K bit tier. Interesting. Maybe it's just let me just let me just close it and just see if it's a bug or something weird. But anyway, I fortunately don't seem to need approval for it. I could just upload it. So that's always nice. I'm just refreshing my own chat. My bad, chat. I'm not even looking at you. You could be saying anything. I don't see it. Oh, I do have full access to it. Oh, that's weird. Okay, I guess it was just laggy or something. I just had to close the app. So for future reference, chat, if you do stream, apparently if you update it while you're live, it doesn't update in OBS or your stream manager unless you close stream manager. And I'm not going to close OBS to go see that work. So, okay, so I could still use all emotes if I really want to. The downside is I cannot get the bot to use the emotes unless I have the bot subscribe and also pay 5K to myself, which doesn't really make a lot of sense. So unfortunately, I don't think the bots will end up using those emotes, chat. I think I could technically put in a support ticket for the bot to not count as a real user against myself, I think. But I'm not super dying for it at the moment. Maybe if we get more emotes, we'll do it at some point. But yeah, chat, I am so happy. I'm sorry that took so much concentration, and I didn't have as much to say during the boss fight, but I was just trying to think about how to beat that boss, and we did it, and it feels like a 20-ton weight is off of my shoulders because that boss fight was horrible. That boss fight, honestly, I don't think was winnable with my characters and my equipment any other way. I think even if James's stats had not been messed up, I still think I needed to do the exact same thing I did or I would lose. So at least we got to see it's not really worth using the fortifies until literally the last portion of the game. Now, by extension, if I wanted to beat Gargoyle, it would be the same thing. I'd have 2 characters constantly spam Fortify Agility until I had turns, and then we go forward. So revive items are literally useless except for the very final battle, and only if I walk in a line. So we'll keep that in mind in the future. I did not end up needing to retreat out of the front line at any point, which is good. So, yay, I didn't have to do that. But I will state, chat, that fight took forever. Why would they give that boss a heal? Why does that boss do more than 9,999 damage? Why does the boss break the 10k limit? I'm like, am I playing a Final Fantasy game, chat? Did the boss grind the weapons? Did the boss dodge lightning 100 times? Like, what happened, chat? Why was the boss doing so much on a character with almost literally 100 vitality? Like, this is just so stupid. Because think about it, chat. He had 80-something with the armor, and then he still vitality upped himself to have 99999. He still died at full health. So stupid, chat. Well, I guess we never got to see the minus 30 strength of the boss. I guess we technically didn't need to do that. We could have just focused more on agility down. So I would say if I had to, for whatever reason, beat this boss again, I would say the better strategy is to just literally double dump on agility. And I would just remove a total of, let's see, chat. Let's do an actual look up the boss's stats. Let's just not spread some false information out there. Koudelka, final boss. What was the final boss stat line? So we could get an idea of why that fight was so stupid and why that took so long to do. Okay, so the boss had 22,801 health. Makes sense. Absorbs light element. Doesn't have any other resistances. Yeah, we saw the like thrust combo. That was absolutely BS. And it had an agility of 80. So I think we removed almost literally, I think we did literally remove almost all of its agility. I think if we were to go back, I think I used agility for 6 points 10 times. And then I slapped it with another minus 3 agility. So I removed 69 agility from the boss. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. If I miscounted, it's like at most off by like 12. Like literally 2 uses from Koudelka. But yeah, that really destroyed the boss. The boss's piety was 101. Surprised we were actually able to do that much damage, given that the piety was so high. And the boss's vitality was 151. That makes sense to me. I felt like we did no damage. The strength is only 101. Wow. It was only 20 points higher than our vitality, and it just completely crushed us. That was nonsense. Right, chat? That was just nonsense. So yeah, it was mostly just... Yeah, I guess that's the strategy. Just put everybody in a line and pray. Dude, infuriated. Like, I understand that it's like they want you to quote-unquote lose to the boss fight the first time, but then it's like, when you go to refight it, and it's like, it still kills you. It's like, really? Like, what? Like, now I know what it has. Like, whatever, chat. Just absolute ridiculousness, chat. I don't know what to say. Spam emotes, chat. That's what I'm gonna do. That's how I feel about that. Also, I love my OBS chat did not convert all of those into proper emotes and only recognize some of those. I do see the double power slide though. That's the important thing. It's all about the power slide, chat. So hey, we posed on the boss, and I guess you get to see the emote comparison side by side. So just let me know, chat. Take a look at it. Look in your heart. Feel what works. Let me know. I was thinking about doing another game, but I thought we were going to beat it in one try. So I think I'm satisfied with concluding the stream here. Honestly, I'm kind of tired, and I have in-person work tomorrow. Power slide, indeed, chat. So I was going to show more stuff off, but I think this is a good point to stop. However, before we conclude the stream or talk about expectations for next time, since we're in the Let's Chat, I will fix the calendar for Twitch. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to say we're going to dedicate an hour and a half towards whatever the next game happens to be. At this point, I am 95% sure we are probably going to start up Shadow Hearts. I could technically do a little bit of PSO in the beginning. I will not rule that out, honestly. I'm 50-50. Because at the end of the hour and a half slot going forward on Thursday, I want the chat to decide what to do for the remaining 2.5 hours. I feel like that's fair. So if we have an ongoing series, we still have like 5 or 6 hours a week, depending on how it kind of shakes up. Because I know sometimes these streams go a bit longer than intended. And I end up streaming till midnight, which is not the intent, but it happens. So that way we could still continue a series like Shadow Hearts, but we could still continue to do things like Streets of Rage. We could do well, I can even play PSO if the chat really wants to watch me play PSO. I'm not gonna say no to that. But other things like Castlevania or other things like that. So I'm gonna separate the schedule a little bit so that way it displays as two unique events. Because I feel like an hour is too short to play of one game, but I feel like hour and a half is probably about right. I don't know if I want to do a 2-hour split, but I feel like it's safe to do an hour and a half. I mean, you guys could vote for PSO. So I guess this is where we're going to start working out the kinks, as it were, for how the format should work going forward. So I would like people to offer suggestions. I don't know if it would make more sense to do a vote that doesn't have points or just take requests that ignore the vote. I'm kind of okay with either since we're kind of starting off new. This week, I will say that the Soten randomizer has not been updated, so I'm not as keen to jump on it this Thursday. But as a reminder, actually, very good reminder, on the 31st, on Sunday, we are actually going to play the randomizer on Halloween. So no matter what, we're going to be doing the randomizer. I don't think it'll update by the time we go to play it again, unfortunately, because we missed the normal update week. But we should still have fun with it if we go to play it. Or actually, I guess that's all up to Chris, because it's technically Chris's birthday, as a reminder. So say happy birthday to Chris now, and also Sunday, if you happen to catch the Sunday stream. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do going forward. So I will definitely take suggestions for, let's say, the smooth transition. I just don't want to get into a habit of people asking me, like, when the free play is going to be. Because that's the only thing that I think will bother me. I'm going to try to be, like, it's going to be roughly an hour and a half. If it's like an hour 45 or an hour 50, it is what it is, chat. Because I will go until I have a save point kind of thing. But at the same token, I definitely want to open it up if we decide we want to do more co-op-y kind of games. I mean, then it gives time for people to set up to just go like, hey, Join around 9 o'clock, and then maybe you'll join some co-op. We'll see. I was gonna say, if Kirk feels like playing on Thursday, it's all up to him. Or maybe we'll figure out some games that are more turn-based, question mark. I would have to do a bit more research, the things that would fit the stream. But I wouldn't mind doing that. Oh no, oh no. I'm sorry, chat. I was reminded of a really terrible game. Just a tangent. So chat, I don't know if you've heard about this game. Maybe I'll show it off because this game is just so cruel and the game never ends. Duck-a-Pong Kingdom. Oh man, chat. That game, I have never completed a game of it. It is just so long. And it is just so cruel. Like, if you thought Mario Party made people mad, you have not seen Duck-a-Pong Kingdom. That game is like salt incarnate. Yeah, I know. It's so ridiculous. Like, imagine if you were a RPG character with a class, like a wizard, a healer, a fighter, etc. Except you could battle other players, and your objective was to basically clear boss monsters. And all it is just salty duels. It is just so many salty 1v1s. They're like, oh, did you get something from the boss? Die. Are you injured from fighting the boss? And we didn't get the reputation we need to win the game? We'll defeat you instead. It's so brutal. It's so cruel. And it's a very long game, chat. It's not even like it is like 8+ hour. I have still never finished a game of it because also the salt is real. The salt is very real. But that game is very trolly. Oh man. Yeah, I love it that you could just be sent back to the start with no equipment. Just get completely wrecked. Because keep in mind, it is like an RPG. So it's like if you're a spellcaster and somebody takes your spell, you're like, oh, nerfed. You're done. Rest in peace. It's over. Oh man. Yeah, that game is really something, chat. Maybe we'll do that for April Fools. We will never actually complete it if we start it, but we'll do it for April Fools. Or something like that. That game is just so absurd. But yes, chat, it is definitely salt incarnate. It's so bad. I feel like it's like if everybody cooperated, the game would probably be like 3 hours, but I'm like 8 hours in. I'm only on the second map. I'm like, oh my gosh, no one is gonna make it to the boss. Everybody just keeps killing the other player. We just keep going back to start. It's so bad. Oh no. So yeah, I would say probably our next upcoming game, just to keep with the theme of things. I guess we could play a remastered version of Shadow Hearts, question mark, hopefully this time without the soft lock. So that way we could keep it fresh. We go from Koudelka to the sequel to this game. I don't know if we'll jump into the sequel of that game. I guess we could feel it out. I'm not opposed to trying it for a session, but I'm not going to promise the whole playthrough. I think I have to get into that mentality to just say, like, I will do my best for 3 hours, and if I'm not impressed, I think I need to say we can play other things. Yeah, let's not soft block doing the lottery. Like, the worst soft block in the game. It's so bad. It's like, of all the things to soft block you, it's the lottery in the game. I'm like, oh my gosh, please no. So, for people that haven't seen it, yeah, there's actually quite a few after that. I thought there were 2 extra Shadow Heart games after Shadow Hearts. I thought it was like Shadow Hearts Covenant and New World or something, if I'm not mistaken. New World was definitely one of them for sure. So who knows? We'll take a look. Again, we'll not promise anything, but we'll take a look, maybe. If it works. There's always those... The PlayStation 2 is so weird on the PlayStation 3, as well as if you were to emulate the game, it's not guaranteed to be stable. See Valkyrie Profile 2 as an example. But yeah, I think that is about all I have on my mind, so... With that, I guess we'll set up the expectations. I'll fix the schedule going forward. I didn't think I was going to start it this October, but I went, yeah, we're kind of between games. This wouldn't be a bad time to experiment with it, honestly. Let's see how it goes. Like, we might not even start Shadow Hearts Thursday, because that could have some technical issues with it. So I'm just going to assume I will probably start with PSO. But we'll still go into, like, Shadow Hearts. Most definitely at some point. Very, very soon. So there's like a 20% chance it could be Thursday. 80% chance we'll say PSO. Just because I know PSO is stable and it works. That's all I know. I don't have to do anything else. I already tested it. So, other than that, the expectations, I guess on Saturday, Sunday, we'll be continuing the genocide route, question mark, of the deception game. So I'll be setting up some commands, and I'll have the bot shout some things specific to that game, which reminds me, let me put a note. In my startup for the weekend, I do see new commands for random ceiling, wall, floor, and new command to choose loadout. Perfect. So I'm going to put for my weekday setup, the check Shadow Hearts for PC, new bot command question mark for voting. But more importantly, the bot needs to announce the chat choice at the 1.5 hour mark. I feel that's fair. So definitely chat if you have any suggestions for what would make for a smooth transition. I could literally just leave a very simple Twitch poll up rather than go through stream elements and just leave it there. I think it only allows 2 choices, but honestly, I think I'm okay with that. If chat wants to choose the choices ahead of time, that's also fine. But I'm thinking right now it's probably going to be between Streets of Rage and... I was going to say continue the game, but that would be a third choice. I guess the third choice is always to continue the game that we happen to be playing. To continue the game, Streets of Rage, and something Castlevania related, question mark. Could be like actually play through for the first time Symphony of the Night vanilla. I haven't done that since like 1998. I still don't know how to beat the vanilla game, chat. I've only played the randomizer. Just I don't know. Maybe we'll go and check it out. But I'll leave it open because I feel like some people do ask for beat 'em ups and things like that. And I know a couple people were asking me about that. So I feel like it's a safe choice to always put the beat 'em up there. See how it goes. I know Vanilla Run would be like a randomizer for me because I don't know any of the vanilla starting locations. Outside of like 2 relics, I don't know any of the starting locations. I'm like, good luck. No idea. I've only seen the ones people have done in any percent, so like 3 of them. That's all I've seen. Just like whatever. I don't know any of the first castle stuff. And then for any percent, they skip all the Vlad relics, so I don't know where they are either. That's even worse. It's just like, I have no idea, chat. So anyway, hopefully you had a good time. It was a little rough, I would say, with the boss fight. I thought I had a good strategy, but the boss apparently could just do 11,000 damage for some reason. I don't know why they thought that was fair. I guess they wanted it to be a super boss, question mark. I don't know. It's kind of like the gargoyle fight. I'm like, it's fine. But yeah, chat, in the future, maybe I'll put in a suggestion if you want to see me speedrun a game I've already completed. I could go for a speedrun of one of these games. Like, of all the RPGs to try speedrun, this one seems really short. So it doesn't seem that bad. With the caveat of, I'm not beating the final boss. I will go for the canon ending. That's what the speedrunners do, chat. They do not bother trying to beat that boss. That boss taking like 30 minutes to kill is the opposite of a speedrun. Makes no sense. So yeah, we'll try. As I said before, there were things I was practicing for speedruns. I have to get back into potentially like Lacrimosa. I might just have to practice. I might even just have a bot do something just to show it off, just because honestly, the execution needed to get this one bug to get the rest of the bugs going is just way too complicated. So if I do that run, I will 100% say that this is not me performing the initial glitch. Because it is just so annoying to do, chat. There are just so many tight windows, and then on top of that, there's like invisible ceilings that mess up the trick. And it is like, unless I really practice this for like weeks and weeks, I am not going to casually get this trick. I will let you know, I think out of 8 hours of attempts, I only got it 3 times. It was really bad. It like the success to time spent ratio was terrible. And I'm just like, my hand hurts at the end of like 2 hours. Like, just imagine, chat, like needing to do perfectly timed jump cancels, like jump, swing, cancel, swing, cancel, swing, cancel, swing, cancel swings for like 20 consecutive minutes. And if I drop it at any point or hit the invisible ceiling, I fall all the way down. I have to start over again. And I have to do that trick twice in order to actually start the actual cool glitches of the game. It is just so tedious. I like, it's very tempting to even just find a no clip just to get it started. But yeah, I wouldn't mind showing off that at least I could probably program a bot to do it. I mean, I practiced it so much, I probably know the frames that the buttons need to be hit, and I could just fine tune it from there. So who knows? And one other thing is I do have to practice building a bot in general, because I want to do, if we're going to play Tales of Symphonia, I think I want to have a bot play as a joke, with the idea being that potentially the chat would be able to send the bot commands. And chat, I'm definitely putting Demon Fang as one of the commands. That way you could play Lloyd, chat. You two could just play Tales of Symphonia by just rolling your face on the keyboard with Demon Fang. Just show you can beat it on normal. I'm like, chat, it's all you. It's all on you. Just spam chat. It's fine. Just repeated Demon Fangs, chat. Exactly. I might have to shorten it to DF so that way your fingers don't break, and that way you could spam it even faster. Just Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V. Just over and over and over, chat. They're like, wow, how did you get 10,000 messages in chat? And they just see the wall of Demon Fang. They're like, I understand now. they're playing Tails. It makes sense. So we'll see. I've seen a little bit how to do it with the randomizer bot, but it's still gonna take a little while to customize it. So who knows? Maybe I'll take inspiration from the Castlevania bot, and instead of it inputting to the game, I just have to input it to a controller, which doesn't seem as bad because I don't need libraries for that specific to the game. I can just use standard libraries, so we'll see. Oh, no. No, I'm not putting a voice clip for Demon Fang. We're gonna hear that enough in Symphonia. I don't want to hear it again after Symphonia. I will be so burned out. The only thing I'm tempted to do is if we get one of the later party members and he goes, damn, I'm a genius. If I can get him to go Demon Fang, say that, and then double Demon Fang, that's the only voice clip I would take. That's the only acceptable clip, chat. Maybe I'll fish for that voice clip. We'll just make a save file before we get that character. But anyway, chat, thank you for sticking it out. So that sets all the expectations for now. Now the question is, chat, did you have ads coming in? So sorry to always bring this up, but I really need to know if this worked. I tried using the Stream Deck to run the ads this time. It doesn't give me the feedback I'm looking for, which is a little scary, so I don't actually know if it worked. But please let me know if you got any ads. In particular, Chris. I don't think Kirk can get any ads unless he's not logged in with his subscribed account, but it looks like he is. Or if he forgot to subscribe, then he would get ads. But I feel like by the time you came in, Chris, you should have definitely gotten the free ads. Because I did. You got an ad? Okay, so I guess it doesn't work from the Stream Deck. I guess I still have to do it manually from the manager, which is really unfortunate because it should work from the Stream Deck. And I've already unhooked the account and re-added the account twice since I've been affiliate and it's not worked. Okay, well, I'll run it manually, chat. It's not the end of the world. I just prefer not to be messing around with that, but okay. It is what it is. If I can't get it to automate it, then I gotta do it that way. Oh well. Anyway, chat, thank you for joining, and I hope you have a good day or a good night, depending on the time zone.